when programming, there might be errors. That's completely normal. Every developer, no matter how professional, gets errors. That's okay. It's a normal process for every developer. Sometimes it's not developer's fault but the code itself. Programming code might contain syntax errors or logical errors. Many of these errors are difficult to diagnose. Often, when programming code contains errors, nothing will happen. There are no error messages, and you will get no indications where to search for errors. Searching for and fixing errors in programming code is called code debugging. Debugging means to run your code step by step to find the exact point where you made a programming mistake. These are basic debugging steps. Recognize that the bug exists. This is the easiest one. If your code doesn't work, then there is an error somewhere within it. In some programming languages you'll even get the error message telling you what the error is, which will help you solve it. Isolate the source of the bug. Once you know that there is a bug, find it. If you have the error message, like in JavaScript, the message itself will tell you where is the bug, which will simplify this process. But if there is no error message, like in HTML, then you have to find the bug yourself. Identify the cause of the bug. Once you found the bug, you have to understand why did that bug occur. What is the issue? Determine the fix of the bug. Now that you know the cause of the bug, you can find a way to fix it. Apply the fix and test it. After finding the way to fix the bug, apply that fix to your code and test it. If it works, perfect. If not, repeat the previous step. Now, let's look at 5 debugging techniques. Print statements. Using a print statement might be the simplest way to debug code. Once you've tracked down where you think the bug is occurring in your code, you can add a print statement to print out the value of the variables around the bug to determine why the bug might be happening. Error handling. Error handling catches an error before it has a chance to crash the program. With error handling, you're telling the application what to do once it encounters the certain bug, instead of crashing. Code that doesn't use error handling will often crash when it encounters a bug. Commenting things out. Commenting out is a very simple way of debugging. It means that you're turning the functional code into comments that are ignored and not executed. You start by commenting out code where you think the bug is, until the error stops happening. Then you add each line of code back, one at a time, until the bug shows up again, and once it does, you've pinpointed where the bug is occurring. Debugging tools. Debugging tools are built-in tools into IDEs and web browsers that help you debug your code. Tests. Using code tests, you can check whether the program is running correctly or if there is an error.